BenderForest.com.
Hello everyone and welcome to my review of Raoul Peck's new movie, and it was nominated for 2016 Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature, I Am Not Your Negro.
The future of the Negro in this country is precisely as bright or as dark as the future of the country.
This film is so well made and so phenomenal, it really blew me away, and I honestly did not expect it to. And there were several different aspects of this movie that really kept it very engaging, very informative, and also very intelligent. Basically, the film is actually based on civil rights activist James Baldwin's unfinished book. I believe it's called Remember This House. And it's excerpts from some of that writing and some clips from James Baldwin's work and life. And the way in which director Raoul Peck has laid out this film, this documentary, is just bursting with intelligence and directorial control that is rare to see even in fictional films nowadays. One of the things that this film does is take some of those excerpts from Remember This House and lay it on some of the clips that James Baldwin has from interviews, etc. And it basically provides his own commentary on some of his own interviews and stuff that he did. And to lay those two against each other makes this viewing experience so full and so complete and so informative. And it really tests your brain and makes you think about the civil rights movement in a different way, and particularly James Baldwin in a different way. There's obviously a lot of reverence for James Baldwin coming from the people who made this film, particularly the director, and you can see how he tries to understand him as a person and has his relation to these different civil rights activists and movements, and how even though he was fighting for one cause and all of these civil rights activists were fighting for this one cause, his ability to discern his own personal view against the different civil rights movements. And I thought that was something really informative. So I mean, not only is it able to basically describe these different aspects of the civil rights movement, but it also explores James Baldwin's own views. And for a film to be able to hit so many different points and be able to pack it together and make it really integrate with each other, I think is really a large feat. Something that I found particularly impressive in this film was its ability to connect to current events. And I was afraid that this movie might get a little bit overreaching in trying to connect it to current events and get a little too ambitious. But it did it in a way that felt very natural. And that's a big hats off to director Raoul Peck for just being able to integrate just one more aspect that's so relevant right now, and it made the movie even more meditative than it already was and more relevant, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. Another thing that I found very interesting about this film is how cleverly they were able to integrate Hollywood into the mix. And as a filmmaker, I'm sure Raoul Peck felt that Hollywood has a lot to do with the civil rights movement, and it's true that movies have the power to change people's minds, and the stars of the films can also have a lot to do. So there were a lot of references to John Wayne and Sidney Poitier in this film that felt very naturally integrated, and it really helped enrich the experience and informativeness of this film. And I found that to be a very clever and intelligent move from the director to get that in, because movies are basically a part of American life, and to present information using them is a very intelligent move, and it really enriched my viewing experience of this film. One specific thing that I also liked about this movie is that whenever there was a description of something, a detailed description, the director put you in that place by using shots that were basically showing what that description is, and it really brought me into the movie. And some other clips that they used really also bring you into the movie, because some of the archival footage in this movie is truly amazing. I don't know where they got it from, but it's a very historically rich and dipped film, and it really brought me in and made the film more engaging. The choices of clips that they did and some of the filming that they did of things that matched the description of what James Baldwin was describing. The music in this film is mostly piano and jazz music, and that gives a very soft touch to this film. And it is kind of makes the film a little bit more sobering rather than exciting. And I think the music really matched the tone of the film because, after all, this film is a sobering reminder and a reminder of what's happened in our past and how our past is our present and how past carries on into the present. And it was able to just do that so well with the music, and that really just helped enrich that film's message that whatever happens in our history we carry with us to the present. And another one of the things that really made this film more meditative was Samuel L. Jackson's narration. So let's talk about that. Samuel L. Jackson ended up being such a great choice for a narrator of this film because his narration was so driven in pain. You could hear literally pain in his voice, but also this sense of knowing information and knowing backgrounds, and it just enriched this film so much more, and it kept the film grounded in reality, that this is a painful film after all. And truly it's a painful film, but it makes you really think about history, about important people, about important ideas, about social race classes, about Hollywood representation, about these so many different things. And I was really floored by this movie, guys. And I really highly suggest that you go and see this movie, please. This film is able to integrate so many different aspects in such a beautiful and meditative and prophetic manner, while also exploring James Baldwin as a person, exploring the civil rights act as a whole, exploring social classes, the differences between different social classes, how history travels with us, so many different things. It was really an eclectic mix of things, and I loved this movie. I highly suggest you check it out. I'm going to give this movie an A+. It was really well done. I was really surprised by it. It made me informed, it made me inspired, and it's a sobering reminder, but also I think ends up being an optimistic film in some regards. And that's something I really enjoyed about this film. So that's my review for I'm Not Your Negro. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, do all those great things, and keep staying tuned for more videos. I hope to have more for you very soon. And be sure to check out this movie, guys. It's a really powerful film. So that's all I have.